Founders, welcome back. Big welcome back for me coming back from the DR. Little wedding weekend. Destination weddings, man. It was a good time. It was a good time. We made the most of it. Quick. I don't know what we were thinking. We did 3 days, three nights, 4 days technically. But let's jump into this week 11 slate. Actually, gonna be a doozy. Wide receivers fall off extremely fast from the few drafts I've done so far, and running back super deep. Like you can get Barkley and Josh Jacobs in the last 2 rounds. So just quick thoughts right there. Just is Lamb going to do it again? They've had really good matchups. The total for this game is 42 points, but Dallas being 10.5 point favorites, like a lot of those points are coming from the Dallas side. Thielen came back down to life over the course of the last few weeks. Sort of expected, but yeah, I can't say anyone from the Panthers really this week. I'm if you're going Dallas, like bringbacks, not required. Some quick hellos, fancy dysfunctional. What's going on, Logan? James K says, "Let's go! Finally catching a live stream. Welcome, my man." Ben with the wrench. Josh, what's going on, fellas? Let's get into some drafts tonight. Talk some shop real quick before we jump in. Steelers, you see Jalen Warren get the start. Like, not a lot of people feel like heard of that. Like, he got the start. Now she still punches one in, right? He ends up having a pretty good game. Both of them do. This is an ugly game. This is an ugly game against the Browns. Man, I don't know. Browns gonna be a little tougher defense. So Pickens is even more of a dart throw in this matchup. I like Pickens. I like the dart throw. He's just like best ball specimen. He's exactly what you're looking for like spike week type guy for these DFS tournaments. But against Cleveland, it just makes it all that more thin that I think we can find someone that's just going to get there more often against a lesser defense. Bears versus the Lions. Dudes, real quick. Summer drafting, Amon-Ra St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb. I'm very excited for that week 17 matchup. I have a ton of Detroit Lions Cowboys lineups, just like round 1, round 2. So very excited about that. It looks like it's going to be a good matchup. Week 17 bros, where are you at? Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions. So we see Foreman come back to life. Not what we wanted. not what we wanted. Rashawn Johnson, obviously our guy. But yeah, Khalil Herbert looks like he'll be back this week, I believe. So Foreman, any running back against Detroit Lions, probably not the best option on the board, especially running back so deep this week. But 47-point total. It's one of the higher point totals on this slate. It's the second highest. So yeah, it's the second highest. 47.5. The Cardinals Texans could be a fun one. James Conner, where are you at? James Conner, come back to life. Yeah, it's interesting. Like is there a whole lot of game stacks that we really want to target? Like from the Lions side of things, Bears, it looks like Justin Fields is ready to return. Now, the coach hasn't said that yet, but I think we can start mixing in DJ Moore on the back end of the week. I don't think there's a real reason to do it right now with less information. You can get those. You'll have more information by Thursday, Friday, and if Justin Fields is playing, like DJ Moore is in play. Cardinals, Texans. We had no Nico Collins last week, and Tank Dell gets again like 12, 13 plus targets. So monitor this situation. Like it becomes a condensed offense. Like with no Nico, I mean, damn. Noah again. He does it again. I mentioned it in the Pounders Patreon Discord channel about pick swapping. Noah Brown is just good leverage again this week. And he freaking hits. Just crazy. And shout out to Vinny. Vinny getting the Singletary steam. Oh my God. Too sharp, man. Too sharp. 22 points. He ends up as like what, RB like 3 this week. So insane. Insane. He was mixing in Singletary like early. So good for Vin. Raiders, Dolphins. Fire up those Dolphins. Is this another? I really do feel like this can be another week where it's like, oh, 2 Dolphins made it on the optimal. It could be freaking A-Chain and Mostert. It could be A-Chain and Hill. Like, man, it's feeling like one of those weeks again. 12-point favorites, 46.5 total. Josh Coop says, why not 3? Why not 3 Dolphins? I don't count Tua. Like, if you're gonna mix in like QB running back, but like I think it's a little thin when we go like double wide receiver plus running back. That is like trying to thread a 70-point game again, like they did against Denver. It is the Raiders though. Giants, Commanders. Man, Dotson, after 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, I think of 8+ targets in a row, is like, oh my God, he's back. He's back. And you get Curtis Samuel playing last week, and what do you get? 1 target? Dotson, 1 target, man. It's ugly. It's ugly. Brian Robinson, I think, had less than 10 carries, and he still gets there. Like he had like a 60-yard reception touchdown. He gets over 100 in the air. Just insane. But yeah, I think you can fire up Brian Robinson in this matchup. You can fire up your Terrys. Barkley's live. That's about it from the Giants, like for rest of season, to be honest. Chargers, Green Bay. This is a fun one. I think this is one that you can stack and you can do bringbacks with this one. Just sort of mix it up there. Tennessee Titans versus the Jags, 40-point total. I could see this one being scrappy. Like Derrick Henry, it's Derrick Henry week. We're due for a Derrick Henry week. So we'll definitely be mixing in Derrick Henry. Levis with D-Hop. Maybe like a little Ridley bring back, Kirk bring back. What's the news on Zay? Who's got the news on Zay? That dude's been out for over a month. And it's really opened up Kirk Cousins, or not Kirk Cousins, but like Captain Kirk there. So like week 1, week 2, Christian Kirk was only going on the field in 3 wide receiver sets. So I know some big money people that had a lot of money on Kirk going into the season, and they were drafting him ahead of Ridley. So kind of lucky with that Zay Jones injury. I got on Zay Jones a little later in the offseason, and you got to follow what you see, man. Like, especially in preseason with that limited information. Arrested Mondays out of jail. Oh my God. It's fine. Look at Joe Mixon. Ben, we can't even go into like players getting in trouble and like, oh, well, I'll just leverage that with Chase Brown. It's all set. Domestic battery healthy for this week. Yeah. So I don't expect any punishment from the league right away, but the team could do something. Are they going to do that? Probably not. 6-3 winnings. Winning's important. Too much money. Bucks, San Fran. Man, does anyone trust anyone on the Bucks this week against San Fran? Ah, God. It just like I want to mix in like Mike Evans, but Ben. It just doesn't seem like a Bucks week. You could play all your typical suspects for San Fran, the Kittles. Kittle got there in a long touchdown last week. Debo's in play. Debo's getting rushes. Like, not Elijah Mitchell's year, that's for sure. That's probably my biggest miss. Elijah Mitchell and Alec Pierce. But like Alec Pierce is so late, it doesn't really matter. Jets Buffalo. This is a 4:25 p.m. game. 40.5 point total. Like, can we just book Josh Allen for a pick? Like, that's like the kind of year he's having? Offensive coordinator gone for Buffalo today. Oh, man. And then you get the Jets. So, like, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a scrappy game, but my God, we need like a get right game from Josh Allen. And he gets in on the ground, kind of saves his fantasy day, but gross. Fantasy Football Garage, what's going on, my man? Mixon and Kamara playing as many games as they have this season. I wouldn't have believed in April. I know. And Derek Carr is just like a POS now. Like, geez, man. What's going on? That was like a cupcake matchup too. Jameis Winston comes in and like saves Olave. So that'll be interesting to watch. And the last game on the slate, Seattle versus the Rams. And this is probably going to be my favorite game on the slate. It's in LA. 46 point total. Like, this is one that you can game stack for sure. So I know Lockett goes too late because he always goes too late. Let's jump into one of these now. So interesting that they reduced it from, it used to be 62,000. Then last week it went down to like 56,000. Now again to 45,000. I wonder if this feels early that they do what they did earlier in the year, where it was like a $10 entry and it was like a small one, a small battle royale. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. But first place only 20K this week. Second place 10K, all the way down. I do like this. I do like how they have like the minimum payout is just double your entry rather than having another one that's like $7. Like, holy smokes, what is this room? What is this room? These people downloaded Underdog yesterday. But look how fast wide receivers fall off. Like, you have Hill, Lamb, Brown, Diggs, who needs a comeback week, and he's got the Jets this week. Keenan Allen, Cup. This game is tricky, right? Like, I want to be high on Josh Jacobs this week just because he's going to touch the ball probably 25 plus times. But the game has to be within what? It's 17. If it's 17 points, if they're down 17 at halftime, I think that's a win for Josh Jacobs this week. For me, it's a Monra over Eckler just due to the fall off at wide receiver. Noah Brown going before Mike Evans. I love it. Now, Noah Brown going before DK. Like, I get it. Like, anytime DK's on the slate, he hurts us here. But I can't do that. I can't do that. Especially, we don't know enough about Nico right now. Like, if Nico's playing, like, Noah Brown, you're just wasting money on. So why not just draft Nico? And then if Nico doesn't play, swap it for Noah Brown. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Love that. Jay, hello from New York City. Here's my Mac Jones fan club early termination fee. Thank you for the dono. Absolutely disgusting time to be a Patriots fan, but I think it's worth it. I wouldn't trade the last 20 plus years for anything. So we deserve Mac crying about high ankle sprains, look like his leg getting amputated. Just the whole nine. New England has fallen. Like, officially has fallen. This guy's already got an RB. Interesting. You see David Montgomery just start to get mixed in a little bit. 12 carries. Hmm. We can go Goff with this build. I'm fine with that. Or we can even go random like DJ Moore and Justin Fields. But I like Kittle here. I'm gonna have a lot of Kittle this week. Again. Crazy. On my best lineup last week, uh, I had Sam Laporta. Absolutely killed it. Would have had it probably would have finished around like 70th. Wouldn't have been insane, but would have been pretty damn good. Since we don't have any Miami pieces, it might make sense to bring in Jalen Waddle here because Miami's gonna score a shit ton of points, right? So like we don't have Hill, we don't have Achan, we don't have Mostert. Like I think I want a piece of this offense on every team. I don't see how Las Vegas just like shuts them out, right? I think you're gonna need a Miami piece, at least one this week. And that's just gonna be the way I draft. Mostert going late, didn't practice yesterday. And Achan, they're saying it was just a sprain and they were being cautious with him. So his ADP's risen and it'll continue to rise. So he might be someone that's good to target right now at his ADP if you're in a room that's not reaching on him. Especially like, what if the Mostert news? What if he doesn't practice again? Like now we're talking about Achan as a top 5 pick. Yeah, yeah. So we kind of force ourselves into a Goff pick here. Both guys after me already have a QB. So we're looking at RBs. He's on the thummy. Like, look how deep it is at running back. Look how friggin' deep it is this week. Like, these guys before me, these two drafters, both have 2 running backs. The guy after me, 2 running backs. It is stupid deep at running back this week. We can get our bring back. It's just if they're down, if they're down 7 to 21 at half, I think Jacobs ends up paying out. Like Barkley, you can mix in literally all of these guys. It's like obviously K-Walk. K-Walk's live, like Brees Hall. How else are they going to beat Buffalo? They would really need him. Derrick Henry with the bring back week, like comeback week. I could see that too. Dylan, welcome to the live stream. Adam, what's going on, my man? And Paulie, what's going on? Welcome back, fellas. Welcome back. We're in the lab today. Pretty intense with Justin Herbert, like, going so late. Interesting slate. Like, this makes me wanna jump into the dog bowl with a slate like this. So we don't game stack this one with Chicago, which I don't think you need to. But if Justin Fields does end up playing, like, I could see DJ Moore being a useful piece, Kmet being a useful piece. This is such a crazy slate. This is like James Conner's in play. Look how freaking far down this guy is. How many carries? Antonio Gibson only gets 9 touches, but gets in the end zone, so he pays out last week for redraft. Aaron Jones gets 17 touches. This has been worrisome, right? And I think it's sort of expected. You have Zach Wilson throwing the ball. It's every team's just saying, all right, beat us in the air. Like, beat us in the air. We're going to focus on stopping your best player, which here, that's a good game plan. But Mostert going undrafted right now, like if he ends up practicing tomorrow, Was there a report today that he was limited? Nick, what's going on, man? Let's jump into another one of these. And let's jump into a dog bowl too. Nice. +5 for dog bowl. +5 for the dog. It's already 10% full, basically. Because it's so deep at running back. It's so deep. It's hard to imagine it won't be a double RB team that wins this week for dog bowl versus wide receivers. Like, you scroll down here and it's like, okay. Although, like, Tyler Lockett goes too late. And, like, we were all over this. We were all over Tyler Lockett this offseason. Over JSN. Over Godwin. Sorry, Drew. Another wide receiver 1 finish from Tyler Lockett last week. Get the spoons out. That beer bet is mine, Drew. That beer bet is looking good. Quentin Johnson gets like a nothing touchdown. At least he made a little impact, I guess. J-Mo gets a touchdown called back. But yeah, Curtis Samuel, 6 targets, does nothing with it. Dotson with 1 measly 2 targets, 0 catches. Sorry. 2 targets. All right, I think my other draft's live. Where is it? Drafts, active. Here we go. We get the 3 spot. Logan in the live chats in 1. Adams at the 6 spot. We're waiting off 4 people for that dog bowl. No way. Oh shit. Yeah, we're going hill here. Like all day long. Adam says, QJ, help me get top 100 in the goal line stand this week. So sick. So sick. Did they is it still rake free? Was it last week or the week before it was rake free? No, it's back to 11% rake. I was in the DR last week from freaking basically Thursday all the way to Monday. We got back. So, oh yeah, it was rake free last week. I wish. Video games. No, I don't do NBA, but we do have some sickos in our Discord that mess with NBA. I'll link the Discord in a sec. For me, it looks like this. Yeah, I kind of figured he was going to go cup. If he goes Achane, I go cup there. Let me pull up. Yeah, if you guys aren't already in the Discord, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tua here would be nice. Tank Dell's interesting. Look at those 14 targets. Only catches 6 of them, but this is a pretty juicy matchup against Arizona. It's definitely a juicy matchup. Yeah, a lot of people do this Waddle to a double click in the middle, which makes it a little tougher to get this this double here in Miami. Man, I don't love it. I really don't. I don't love that at all. Let's go tank here. Let's go tank. Nah, it's expected. No worries, Logan. It's expected. You gotta draft your team. This is crazy. Dude, this is I think you may have got him next round. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you would have got him next round. What is happening? What is happening? Everyone hates Dak Prescott this week. Like, Discord too lit. What the fuck is happening? I'm pretty sure you could have got him next round. I'm not, never know. The fuck. All right. Adam go with the triple wide receiver start. Adams falls to 18, which isn't crazy. Had to do a quick ADP check on that. All right, so both teams after me already have a QB, so we can push QB. It looks like we automatically get one of these two, which is probably criminal at this point in the draft. Fuck. I wanted Trey McBride there. All right, you're gonna force it, or we could do this. Or we could do this. If we get Trey McBride there, we probably turn this into a Kyler Murray team. Kyler Murray, Trey McBride, Tank Dell bring back. Adam says, "Don't take Josh from me. This shit is queued all the way up. This shit is queued all the way up." Let's see. Where's Marquise Brown? He must be like, all right, he's got an ADP. At least he's got an ADP. One catch, 28 yards. Shock says just got Dak at 24. That's insane. I'm sorry, Adam. I am sorry. Bry H, welcome to the live stream, man. This is a fugly one. This is a fugly one. Did someone take my Josh Jacobs? All right, good. Logan, thank you. I think I'm gonna have to be like drafted off of him. I don't know if I won't. Like, I know we should be mixing in some of these other guys. Oh, I just found my bring back. Let's go. Let's go. Perfect. Dude, I can't. I don't know how people still draft him. Tony P, man. Just emptying wallets. Emptying wallets. Jerome Ford gets 17 touches. James Cook gets benched for fumbling early and then comes back in and helps the team almost win. Sweet. So we get locked in James Conner if we want him. And I think we do. This is kind of fluky here. From Robinson. Now it's a decent matchup against the Giants. Honestly, I think we just go with correlation when it comes down to like these RBs, even like Derrick Henry. One more person for the Dog Bowl. If you want to join Nicholas and I in Miami, early December. Do it. Join it. We need one more. And this one feels fast. Fun slate, though. Fun slate. I really do think like there's a lot of QB options here that can get there. Kyler. You can add Brock Purdy in there too. Brock Purdy throwing 3 touchdowns last week against Jacksonville. Fields is in play. Sam Howell is in play. Trevor Lawrence is in play. Like, although like he hasn't been great. He hasn't been great, especially for fantasy football. Especially early when ETN was scoring 2 touchdowns a week. But this could be a get right game for him. Geno's in play. Deshaun Watson expects to play week 11. Not great sign that he has to get an MRI. But like, he hasn't been rushing the ball that much to make an impact. So it's not like you're going to see a huge drop off. He's just been like kind of shit this whole year. So Will Levis comes down to life. Yeah, there's endless options this week. There really is. I just find it so tough to go Eckler over Amon-Ra this week with the drop off. I think I'm just going to stick to it. Oh, Bry H said it. Like, dude, it's a huge scroll down week. Like, anything's possible. Like Kevin Garnett, anything's possible. Just scream it out loud. Freaking Brandon Cooks coming back to life. Coming back to life. The revival game. The career revival game. 10 targets, 9 catches, 173 yards, and a touchdown. Yes, we will take this start again. Gladly. Gladly, Greg. Let's go. Let's go. Where are all my Greg memes at? Shut it, Greg. Let's see. All right. So we got our 2 wide receivers. Like, I can't really see like a 3 wide receiver build winning this one. I guess like DK Metcalf's in play down here. Like the people that have the best chance. Puka's been sort of mid the last couple weeks. Debo's always in play for a spike week. Trey McBride off the board before Kittle. This guy's just getting his guys, man. Go get your guys. And we'll gladly take Achan here. Thank you very much. Pew! Come on. Come on. Give them to us. Let's go. All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. We could do a double stack, Sam Laporta with the Monra, if we're trying to thread the needle. Kittle's in play. Where did Waddle go? Waddle went at 11. What's his ADP? 17. Yeah, I kind of thought that he was usually around here. But we get Achan instead. I'll take that. Do we like Stafford this week? Yeah, Staffy's in play. Staffy's in play. Expected to play. Yeah, that Rams Seattle game, I think you can definitely stack, bring back that game. So we should definitely be mixing it in Puka for sure. And I think we will, but not when we get 2 early receivers. Man, Kittle's been good. 1919. If we do this, we can do a okay. Change my mind. Change my mind. We're going Kittle. We're going Kittle. We're going Kittle. Okay. I was sort of worried about this guy, not gonna lie. So I took a risk. By me going Kittle there, someone can double tap Laporta Goff. So that was a risk. This one guy can because he's the only one without a QB, but he already had a tight end. So it made sense. Oh shit. You're the man. Yeah, we're going to Eckler here. You're the man. Shock. Big brain. Big brain. That my guy emoji's for you. Does everyone have a QB? Let's go. Everyone's got a QB. So I can just last pick off here. All right. Is this the 3 wide receiver team that we're dude? Fuck. If I'm gonna draft Devontae Adams, though, it's gonna be here. Like it's gonna be in the absolute last round as a bring back. What are you gonna do? What do you it's a solo. That's for the solo ship. Chance for a solo ship to bring back. Little mini stack. Little mini stack. Adams and Achan. I still don't love it. Like it doesn't feel good, which is so wild. It's so wild. Like I would rather and DK's been so shit, but this is promising. Like 12 targets, 14 targets. This is promising. It's that connection with Tyler Lockett, though, man. Like 9 targets, 8 catches, 10 targets, 8 catches. This game, obviously, off. Baltimore, a little tougher defense. Even Cleveland's got good defense. Like, it's just a good connection. And we'll bring in. Ooh. Which one do we like? Which one do we like? It's got to be. Let's go Herbert here. Let's go a little last second change. Let's go Herbert. This team's got to win. Chargers got to pick up the pace. I kind of forgot that Herbert goes after Goff. Like that's insane. That's insane. So many QBs in play that I do think this will be a better week. Just overall drafting these dog bowl teams. I think it's going to be like it's not going to be as big of a deal. Like, oh, you got 8th pick, or you got 9th pick, versus when it falls off so tremendously. And QB is always that position where it's like, dude, how many times has Sam Howell hit and he goes like undrafted? It's just one of those positions that's so interchangeable. It's really not that important at the end of drafts. Obviously, you want to stack and sort of get a few things right in your draft, but CeeDee Lamb goes at 3, Hill goes at 2, Crash Rich, Brian, Josh, EDN 3, I think won a ticket last week. This dude's been like, I don't know. He might have to win the whole tournament to break even, though. But yeah, Crash Rich got a ticket as well. The bot himself. I don't mind this little Tua Waddle. Devontae Adams at 10. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. James Case's Packers suck. Adam could see Goff only having 1 touchdown and them having like 3 rushing touchdowns. Accurate. Especially with D-Mont back. Trey McBride just consistently going off the board before Kittle here. By consistently, I mean twice. 2 times. When's my next pick? 6 picks. I honestly don't mind getting Kittle here. Like we could have gone Komet maybe for a bring back. But After Komet, you can add Njoku in there because he's actually pulling consistent targets, kinda like Evan Ingram, like, just pulling, like, a shit ton of targets. Let's say after Njoku, I think it's really starting to be a toss-up. When I'm doing these, I'm gonna want tight ends like Njoku and up. Njoku and up. Stroud Schultz to the bot. Yeah, I don't want a wide receiver in this range. Again, we have Kittle, so, like, we're not going Ayuk, we're not going Samuel. I don't love Cooper this week. I don't love Mike Evans. Like, bring me down to this range. I think we can just go Barkley here and be cool with it. Yep. Could be a Goff pick too, but again, I wouldn't mind going like Tyler Lockett and Geno at the end of the draft. So I think we just do this. Up in 16 picks. All right, let's jump into another. I got to jump into another one of these. It's too many picks in between. Damn, 6 out of 6. Let's go. And we get the one spot. And the bot himself, Crash Rich, is in. He's in the house. CMC, the clear 101. Tyreek Hill, he's got to be the clear. He's got to be the clear number 2. Like, I know Lamb's been absolutely hot. Pretty decent matchups to do it against, though. I know. Faces functional saying, never thought I'd hear you say you don't like Mike Evans. I've hit on him a couple times this year, and honestly, that's good enough for me. Let's see what this landscape looks like. Justin Herbert going before Jared Goff, which makes sense. No Palmer this week, right? Palmer's like done. Is he done? Uncertain still. Shout out to Dave too. Dave in the house. Shock trauma starting with Keenan Allen, David Montgomery, and Dalton Kincaid. Brian with Tyreek Hill, Puka, and Kenneth Walker. I like that. A little mini stack here already. Little mini stack there already. Yeah, see, like Ayuk's still on the board, which is a little strange. Like if I didn't have Kittle, I don't mind mixing in Ayuk there. Now with Debo back, less targets, all that, but on this slate, you sort of have to take that risk. And it's against Tampa Bay. It's not like there could be plenty of points to go around there. There's no way he's giving us Cup here. Yeah, there was no chance he was giving us Cup. The ADP ho himself. What's up, Rich? ETN against Tennessee. It's not the same old Tennessee run defense. So I'm not super afraid of ETN this week. I think this is fine. I think a lot of people are just going to go to a Jalen Waddle. I definitely have Waddle ahead of Adams this week. That being said, Waddle's only had a couple games where it's like serviceable. So DK off the board at 42. This is wild. We actually could get Goff to come back to us, which would be sick. We're just one pick away. Oh, shit. That's actually huge. That's a big fall. Because remember, like, Jared Goff is ranked ahead of Herbert. But it makes sense. Like, if you don't have Amon-Ra, if you don't have, Gibbs, and the Gibbs draft already had Dak. Okay, just bouncing. We're bouncing. Now we need another receiver and a flex. Oh, man. I shouldn't even brought it up to Bry. Live streams minus EV. All right. I'm honestly cool with a couple of these. Kirk's definitely in play. At least ahead of Brandon Cooks. You see it once. It's Bry threading the needle with 2 touchdowns from Kenneth Walker and 2 touchdowns to Tyler Lockett from Geno. T-Hop's in play too. Deontay Johnson bounce back game. Do I just like one of these running backs better? Well, let's just go Derrick Henry. There. All right, we're bouncing over here. Back-to-back clicks, and Josh Allen's falling, right? To 24. We'll take Josh Allen here. We'll take Josh Allen at 24. And Trey McBride, I would have loved, obviously he's trying to set up the Kincaid Josh Allen. Would have loved if he fell to us, but we already have 2 running backs. We need a second receiver. Let's mix in Puka here. Only 2 teams after me need a tight end. And this tight end can be anyone. I'm cool with scrolling down too. Probably not Evan Ingram because we have Travis Etienne. Not that that's a huge deal, running back and tight end, but you're looking for touchdowns for both those positions. Just makes it a little less likely. Obviously, you can onslaught, but Jacksonville hasn't onslaughted anyone this year. One of these 2 is fine. Honestly, all right. And we're back. We're back to the dog. Dave, Devontae Adams, Etienne, Raheem Mostert, Brandon Ayuk, and Kyler Murray. We played this beautifully so far. Only 1 receiver off the board since. Adam likes Mare versus Miami. Yeah. Zay Jones, released from jail. Yeah. How's rehabbing your ankle going? Step ups. Doing step ups. Just crazy the running backs that are left for Battle Royale this week. Oh, shit. This is just like a wish-wash lineup. Absolute wish-wash. Nah, Kirk's probably oh, yeah, shock right here in the freaking 9 spot. Keenan Allen, David Montgomery, Dalton Kincaid, James Conner, Brock Purdy. I like this team so far. It's a little mixy because you don't have I mean, Purdy can spread the ball, right? So I guess that's what you're planning on. I don't hate Ridley this week. Trying to say that with confidence, it's just like not. All right, and it's Schultz here. One pick away. D Hop goes. The EDN3, of course, sicko. Don't love Jacoby Myers under the QB there. Watson just literally POS. Okay, so we get Calvin Ridley as a little mini stack with Derrick Henry. I think that's the move. They just like he's not running high percentage routes, which is just such a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's Ridley. It's Ridley. I would have preferred D Hop, maybe. No, probably not, because we have Derrick Henry. I think that worked out fine. Honestly, think that worked out fine. We got Goff super late in this one, which is pretty neat. So this is gonna be a unique team. I'm cool with this. I wish I could do another dog bowl tonight. I can't do another dog bowl. I am gonna get another stream going tomorrow for dog bowls, so because I'm gonna do 10 this week. And we'll finish off with another Battle Royale week 11. Sorry, 12.7% full, but again, 45,000 entrants. I think there's a chance we see a second like mini Battle Royale, but more money released later this week, like Friday. Or it's like what? Wasn't like 12,000 people, something like that. Oh, Adam, come on. Bryce, Dogville, of course. We're trying to thread the needle. Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm not knocking it. I wanted Lockett. That's a game where I think you could see it go wild. Seattle versus the Rams. So I don't mind that at all. Seems like K-Walk gets his no matter what every week. And it's like, oh, Sharps played more plays. It's like, all right, well, look at the rushing attempts. It's not even close. Got Crash Rich in this one. Rufus the Cat. Some of these underdog names, though. Some of these UD names, man. Almost at 20 likes. Guys, if you haven't already, go down, smash the like for me if you enjoyed tonight's live stream. We are going to be back again tomorrow night for a dog bowl stream. And we have at least one guest this week. Davis Peng, my man. I believe that's Friday or Saturday. Everything's in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, link is in the description. Link is in the live chat. Get in there. Battle Royale talks. The whole nine. CMC going at 3 here is insane. You didn't want to put me at 3, huh? You didn't want to put me at 3 there. God damn. Okay. Monra at 5 still feels good, to be honest. So we will get 2 of these. Honestly, I think I'm cool with that. Adam, I'm completely fine with Hill at 101. Like, I'm 100% okay with that. That's really not that crazy. Shock, thanks for drafting with us tonight, man. Have a good night. Give me Diggs. Give me Diggs and Amon-Ra. Just a little bit of different. It's so weird how we chase these, like, these small ADP advantages just for, like, uniqueness, but it's, like, probably the right play is Achane. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably just Achane here. I'm not gonna have a ton of Diggs this week, not because he's been shit, but Josh Allen's been shit. So maybe we do make this our Josh Allen team. If we're gonna invest in Diggs there, sort of makes sense. Not a bad week to do it because you're getting him for so cheap. We'll likely have to do it at 17 though. If little risky pushing it. And like, what's the difference between getting Josh Allen here or here? Unless there is someone that's fallen like super far and we want, like, if Achane was there at 17, like I'm going Achane. We'll see what comes back to us. What's a good scroll for week 11? Dude, there's a million of them. There's a million of them. Like, all these running backs are in play. All these running backs are in play. Now, like, what are the higher percentage ones? Probably like something like that. And like scrolls. We'll see if Khalil Herbert comes back this week. That could be the scroll. But for me, I'm going to be drafting a lot of 2 RB teams just because of the fall off. Although I'm like coming around to the idea of like Puka in this game. After Jalen Waddle, I think there's like Jalen Waddle in front of Adams, and I think there's a cliff there. What's nice about having, yeah, let's push it. Let's push it. If Josh Allen gets drafted, like, we still have backup with Jared Goff, so I won't feel too bad. Good sign. Is it too early to fade Achane? Was going around 5, 6 first few drafts. Nah, you can't. You can't. It's only 12.7% full. There's not gonna be enough, like, super teams. I wouldn't worry about that. Cool. We pushed it. It works. It feels good. We get the guys we want. If there's someone, if I didn't want Waddle there, I would have just gone Josh Allen and then probably one of those 3 tight ends. But we wanted Waddle. It's actually one of the nicer looking 3 wide receiver teams, but, like, I'd probably just rather Cooper Kupp or Keenan Allen over Diggs this week, to be honest. And Kupp's been mid too, but we'll see. We'll see how that thumb's doing for Staffy. Should be a good game script, to be honest. As long as the thumb's healthy, should be a really good game script. Fantasy friendly. Fantasy friendly. All right, 4 teams. 3 teams ahead of me need a tight end. Oh, I mean, if Kincaid makes it back, would we double stack? I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. Chicago could be a little mini stack in this one. One of the pounders mentioned Mayer against Miami. I don't like get Laporta off the board. Just get Laporta. Get Laporta off the board because I can't double stack Detroit and not have Goff. I guess you can with Josh Allen, but like the way he's been playing, kind of thin, kind of thin. Good. We go RB here if there's an RB that we want. Just because he already has his flex. He can't go a second tight end. K-Walk. K-Walk it is. Did someone draft Jacobs early again? Yeah. Oh, Adam. Jacobs still is. Okay, his ADP's come down 29.7. Good. I'm not the only sicko drafting a shit ton of Josh Jacobs. Let's go Kincaid here. All right. So double stacking Buffalo, no bring back, which I think's fine. 3 wide receiver build. I won't have a ton of these. I'll probably have like, I don't know, like 15% of my lineups will probably be 3 wide receiver this week for Battle Royale. I'm going to be heavy on Kincaid. I'm going to be heavy on Kittle and probably Laporta. Trey McBride's been impressive too. It's nice there's not like a Hawkinson there to absolutely burn my wallet in the second round, third round. But yeah, tight end's just one of those positions like, yeah, you can scroll down though. Like I think all these guys are in play. After Njoku, if you want to mix in Mayer, like I think the Mayer play makes a lot of sense. They'll have to that's gonna have to throw the ball, playing from behind. Like I can see the game script making sense for Mayer. So I think that's sharp. Playing 88% of snaps, like that's awesome. It's just the QB situation's a little like how much does that limit his upside, right? Njoku potentially with Watson hurt. Expects to play though. Maybe he's not running as much because it's an ankle. So maybe that is a little better for the pass catchers, but probably not because less mobile. Dalton Schultz, like all these guys are in play. These guys are getting like 5+ targets a game. So it's been like the week of the tight end ever since tight end week. But guys, appreciate you coming out tonight. Hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a stream in every single day this week because I feel like I'm just super, super behind. But it was a fun one. Appreciate you guys coming out. And slap the like, subscribe to the Pounders. When you can't find the exit button, this is what happens. Oh, shit. That's real. Have a good night, guys.